Hello and welcome to True North EV. I'm your host James, coming to you from beautiful Manitoba, where the snow has finally melted and spring is in full swing. It's almost too hot. We were up in the plus 30s, and then we had snow also today. So it is definitely springtime here in Manitoba. And you know what that also means for us EV owners? Maintenance time. Today, I'm going to walk you through my recent spring maintenance experience with my trusty 2014 Nissan Leaf. We're going to talk about the winter to summer tire swap and a few repairs I had to get done. Whether you're a longtime EV owner or just considering making the switch, stick around for some practical maintenance insights that might save you time and money. So let's start off with something every Canadian driver is familiar with, the seasonal tire swap. Last week, I finally got those winter tires off, and the summer setback on my Leaf hit plus, I think, 37, 38. Figure it was time, but, Mother Nature had different plans also. Maybe I should have kept it on for a little longer. One thing I've noticed with electric vehicles, and my 2014 Leaf is no exception, is how critical proper tire inflation is for range. With those summer tires back on, I've gained about 10 to 15 kilometers of range compared to my winter set, which is massive here in the city. Might not sound like much, but when you're driving an older Leaf also, with some battery degradation like mine, every kilometer counts. It's just a city car, but every little bit counts. It's another day or so without charging. For my fellow Canadian EV drivers, especially if you're in Manitoba or anywhere with our temperature swings, remember that tire pressure changes significantly with temperature. A drop of about 1 psi for every 5 degrees Celsius temperature drop. So now that we're warming up, do yourself a favor and check those tire pressures. The recommended tire pressure for my Leaf is, I believe, 36 pounds or 36 psi. I actually keep a tire inflator in both my vehicles, the Leaf and the Model X, so that both cars make sure that both cars have proper tire pressure. It's a fairly cheap one that I got from Amazon. You could set the tire pressure, so I set it to 36, and I just go around and do all the tires type deal. There's no guessing about what it is and how long you have to put it on for. One tip I've learned over the years, mark your winter and summer wheels with some tape on the inside to note which tire position they were in last season. It makes rotation patterns easier to track and tire wear even more over the long haul. Now, let's talk about something that confuses many new EV owners: servicing. Yes, EVs need maintenance too, just different than gas vehicles. I recently sprung for the EV service package at Ericsson Motors, which has been around for over 60 years, an awesome little independent service shop. The owner helped do EV conversions for the province of Manitoba back in the, I believe it was 70s. So awesome guy. For those wondering what that actually entails, this EV maintenance package, for those wondering what that actually entails when there's no oil to change, here's the rundown. First, they did a thorough brake inspection. This is actually more important for EVs than gas cars because we use our friction brakes less thanks to regenerative braking. So my 2014 Leaf's brakes can actually develop rust and binding issues because they're used so infrequently. The technician removed all the wheels, cleaned the brake components, and lubricated the caliper slide pins and pad contact points. So the main points that rust and seize. They also performed a full 360 inspection of the EV system. That includes checking all the systems that go with it, all the cables, all the fluids that go with that. They also checked the standard items: cabin air filter, brake fluid condition, coolant levels for the electronics, and the 12-volt battery health. The 12-volt battery, by the way, is still the Achilles heel of many EVs. When it starts to weaken, you can get all sorts of strange electrical gremlins. That's probably the first thing you want to check if you're having electrical issues with an EV. Apart from the regular maintenance, I had a few specific issues addressed. First up, burnt out light bulb or license plate light bulb. Simple fix, but my Leaf doesn't actually tell me when any of those lights burn out. I haven't yet found out if it tells me if headlights are burnt out, not that you really need it, or the brake lights. So I guess we'll find out in time. The bigger repairs were to the suspension system. I had the front stabilizer links replaced. Those are the components that connect your anti-roll bar to the suspension. If you hear clunking when going over bumps in your Leaf, that's often the culprit. Mine had developed some play over the time, and with our great Manitoba potholes, they do take quite a beating. I also had the rear shocks replaced. The difference in handling is night and day. The car feels way more planted now, especially when taking curves. Lastly, I had a tire pressure sensor replaced. These appear to be the original ones, so very old. So they do get old and brittle as time goes on, especially when you do like I do, which is swapping the tires on the same rims. So it's easier to possibly get hit or whatever when swapping tires. It's just a little harder on them. For those of you with older Leafs like mine, keep an eye on those suspension components, especially if you live in Winnipeg, where the roads can be quite harsh to the suspension components. They're actually fairly standard parts, and many independent shops can handle the work at lower rates than the dealership. The EV specific stuff, like battery diagnostics, might need the dealer, but brakes and suspension can often be done anywhere. Now, let's break down the extra cost or the cost for this spring maintenance session. So the EV service package was $70, which is actually less than what I used to pay for oil changes, filter replacements, and inspections on my previous gas car over the year. Winter to summer tire swap, but on the same rims. The license plate bulb, front stabilizer links ran me $223, but that includes labor, and it also gives me a lifetime warranty on it, which here in Manitoba, I wouldn't be shocked if I actually need those again. Rear shocks were done, a little more, $450 for both, and those again, lifetime warranty, and I wouldn't be shocked if, again, I need that warranty done. The tire pressure monitoring sensor, that was replaced at $90. So all told, it was about $1,100 for everything. Not bad, really. Like, given I don't do any oil changes, I don't have all that extra maintenance, all the fuel savings alone, definitely it covers all that any extra. And again, with the lifetime warranty on the stabilizers, stabilizer links, and the shocks, I'll probably easily get that money back in no time. For newer EV owners, here's a quick maintenance schedule I follow for my Leaf. Approximately every 6 months as the season goes. Tire rotation and pressure checks. Pressure checks you could even do more frequently, once a month, twice a month, whatever. Keep an eye on it. I know my older Leaf, it just tells me there is a low tire. It doesn't tell me which tire is low. So just keep an eye on it. Kind of check regularly. And annually, the brake inspection and lubrication, the 12-volt battery test. Kind of make sure everything there is working nice. Beauty of EVs is there is no transmission fluid, spark plugs, timing belt, or exhaust system to worry about. So the maintenance is genuinely simpler and cheaper over time. So, nice quick episode. So that's going to wrap up today's episode on spring maintenance for my 2014 Nissan Leaf. I hope you found it somewhat useful for maintaining your own EV, and especially the cost-wise, right? There's nothing... The stuff that got replaced isn't anything special. Gas vehicle, electric vehicle, they all have it. If you're interested in learning more about electric vehicles in Manitoba, check out the Manitoba Electric Vehicle Association at manitobaev.ca. They have great resources, and especially coming up, we got a bunch of events coming up in June. And when it comes closer, I'm going to be talking about it. Plug-in Drive's Meet program is coming here. So hopefully with that, I'll be work at it. So if anybody wants to check it out, feel free to come swing by. Hopefully, with that, I can actually also get maybe some test drives and do some episodes on the vehicles that we got going there. Yeah, also, you can connect with us on True North EV on Facebook. And as always, feel free to email me any questions, topic suggestions at truenorthevpodcast@gmail.com. Before I leave, remember to go check out Bodie at Kilowatt Podcast. He's way better, way smarter than me. Go check him out. And yeah, he's got some awesome stuff that he's got coming up. He's got awesome stuff that he's done in the past. So make sure to go check out his past episodes also. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Have a great week.